Hello. Hi, Rupa. Hi, Mike. Thank you for attending today's session. No, Rupa, I cannot hear you. Let me just see side. Can you try again? Mike, sorry, Rupa, can you try speaking again? We're just waiting for a few more minutes. I'm waiting for Fanny, who is also one of the speaker in today's session. We'll probably wait for uh, 3 minutes more before we start the session. Hi, Melanie. Thank you for joining. For those who you recently just joined, yeah, so I'm co-hosting this session with Fanny Kiran Isipati. So we will be talking about UiPath AI Center, giving you an overview about UiPath AI Center, some use cases that are common, and we actually have a live demo or a demo itself on how you're actually able to leverage UiPath AI Center accordingly. So Fanny will be joining, uh, in just in a few minutes. He's just having some network issues, but yeah, please hold on, and then we'll start the session in just in 2 minutes time. Meanwhile, I'll start sharing my screen to just show the home screen here. Yeah, we have I think we have a close group of people. We just have very few uh, people expecting to join today, so we can make this as interactive as possible. If you guys have any queries, please feel free to raise it during the session itself. and please feel free to speak. Yeah, if you have any other questions while we're waiting for Fanny, we can tackle that accordingly as well. So, sharing my screen. Just wanted to check. Are you able to see the UiPath AI Center slide specifically, or are you seeing it in a mirror approach? Okay. So Mike, just to confirm, just it's just the slides, right? Nothing else. Like not like bolt looping in or something. Hey, Fanny. Yeah, I think you're speaking on mute. Rupa, unfortunately, I'm not able to hear you.
Hello, everyone.
Awesome. Hi, Fanny. How are you today?
I'm doing good. Little bit like in our network, this the URL is not working, so
Okay.
I asked our team to join with their own laptop. In the
Oh,
sense, yeah.
all right. All right. Glad to have you here. As I was just mentioning to everyone in the call, we're going to talk about UiPath AI Center. We're going to give an overview of what its capabilities are, what benefits they actually bring to someone using it or in an organization. We'll talk about some use cases and actually show the demo that you've actually prepared as well. So, once again, thank you, Fanny, for joining today's session, and thank you everyone for joining. I'll start sharing my screen, and please let me know if you're able to see it. So I shared it earlier, but yeah, so I stopped. So just let me know if you're able to see, and then we're good to go.
Yes, yes, yeah. I'm able to see the screen, and we should be able to go. Yeah.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah. Uh, just before we start, I'll ask Fanny to introduce himself.
Yep. Hello, everyone. Myself, Fani Kiran, and I'm currently working with as a senior developer in KPMG with our senior RP engineer in KPMG, and my role is an account manager. So I was working from here from past August, right? And my prior experience is everything into RPA, and I handled many complex projects in my previous organization and current organizations as well. So yeah, with the UiPath AI Center, yes, we have done multiple projects in my previous or as well, and looking forward to take the deep dive on what is UiPath AI Center and how it can be benefited for all the means what are the use cases, which you challenging use cases, in which case which areas of technologies like which department, like it's IT or healthcare or whatever, irrespective of the technologies, how this AI Center use cases can be helpful for you in those scenarios. We'll just go through all the slides.
Sounds good. Thank you, Fanny. About me, just to yeah to reintroduce myself. My name is Sean. So I'm based in Melbourne. I work for Ingram Micro Australia, which is a distributor of UiPath products and licenses. I'm a UiPath MVP, and yeah, I'm happy to host these sessions and work with you guys on the upcoming community events. Yeah, that's about me. Without further ado, yeah, we can actually start. As I mentioned about the agenda, yeah, we'll talk about UiPath. Initially, I'll just give a brief overview of UiPath Business Automation Platform, UiPath AI Center, product deep dive and use cases, and a demo that Fanny prepared. When we talk about UiPath Business Automation Platform, it practically is revolving around three pillars. So the discover, the automate, and just to give a very quick introduction about it. When we talk about the discovery pillar, it's basically us trying to discover opportunities that are happening, whether it's like processes that are being performed by multiple users. You're able to leverage UiPath products such as process mining and task mining and task capture to basically capture the processes that are happening at the back end, whether you actually have different systems uh, working the employees are working across different systems. Yeah, they're actually able to identify processes. We also have UiPath communications mining that allows you to identify possible opportunities or sentiments of your customers to be able to streamline this these requirements into an automation workflow as well. I won't go deep into it, but basically, yeah, that's how it actually helps and supports our customers and businesses alike. When we talk about automate pillar, it's basically the capability of UiPath to actually provide uh, like leverage the use of user interface automation together with API capabilities that to actually perform the automation in the processes that are actually uh, being developed or being automated. And this is where Fanny's sorry, just um, allow me to just video for a while. And this is where Fanny's demo and this topic is about the UiPath AI Center because we're also able to leverage natural language processing and machine learning and AI with our automations. And in operate space, this is basically where you're able to provide governance to your automation platforms, right? You're able to provide continuous testing, leverage UiPath insights for analytics, and be able to facilitate flexible deployment options for your customers or your automation platform itself. So overall, with a business automation platform, we're actually able to tick the boxes of like customer requirements, having an enterprise platform, being able to leverage user interface and API automation. You're able to provide the ability for your robots and processes to scale up, and an automation platform that is able to provide governance and platform that allows you to choose the delivery method, whether it's on cloud or on premise or hybrid. And as I've talked about user interface automation, the robots are actually able to understand what is on the screen. With the use of machine learning and AI, it's able to think and uh, help the humans be able to decide based on the data that you've provided. And of course, it will be performing the action through automation itself. And this is just a very quick view of some of the integrations that UiPath has. And it's more than that. This keeps on growing and growing. So we're able to work through the automation layer, through user interface, and natively integrate with these products at the back end. Just to so this is supposed to be AI Center, so apologies for this. But yeah, when we talk about UiPath AI Center, it gives you the capability to insert AI into your workflow with ease. So you're actually able to choose a model, whether you actually have pre-built ones, or you can actually bring your own model as well, or you can leverage the ones that have been created by other developers or other teams via the UiPath Marketplace. You're able to deploy and manage it by the UiPath AI Center as well and leverage drag and drop machine learning capabilities through UiPath Studio. And this is something that Fanny will be showing in the next few minutes. Overall, and this is just a few ways of it, this keeps on increasing and increasing. You're actually having built-in machine learning models via the UiPath AI Center that you can leverage on, whether we're talking about invoices, banking, insurance, and so on. So you have those capabilities. And as I mentioned earlier, you can deploy it via Automation Cloud or air gap. So the difference is in Automation Cloud, you're actually able to deploy it instantly. You don't need to have any infrastructure set up, no maintenance involved, and you actually have UiPath ensuring that this is you have an uptime guarantee for the enterprise version, and you actually have out of the box models. And definitely you can leverage this and you have a 60-day training or a trial to actually be able to do that. All right. I'll pass the screen to Fanny. Fanny, are you able to share your screen so that you can go directly to the demo afterwards?
Sure, sure. Yeah, definitely.
So,
Allow me
uh,
some 1 minute. I'm just
yes, I'll just stop sharing.
yeah, yeah.
But meanwhile, everyone, please feel free to ask questions in. This is a short. This is a small group of people, so we can actually accommodate questions while we're talking as well.
So, can we go to the slides now, Hasin? Or let me just share my
It's
screen.
funny. Oh, yeah, we're just waiting for the screen to show up.
Yes, yes. Uh, Unfortunately, my office network does not allow me to go through the slides. That's why. Can you just show me the slides? I will just go walk through them. Uh, yes, yes.
Just put myself on mute. Funny. Yeah. Let me know if you're able to see.
Yeah, I was just yes. Yeah. So here is like what is AI center? Like when we come across AI center, like what is the use of this one and how any customers or any business unit will be benefited out of the AI center. So out of the box, like when we say AI center instance network, it actually uses consumes. We are training some models. Okay. So let us say, take a sample example of email classification. So what we do is we will segregate suppose a bank is there and bank's number of customers are there, and they receive a lot of complaints on their daily business operations. Either it may be a credit card or it's a loan application or something nice, right? So with this lot of emails which they have, it's very difficult for an operation team to go through each of the email and just classify that which is a what type of whether it's a loan or credit card or something, etc. So in order to do that operations, like a center really help us in order to segregate those emails. Like it will take read all the emails from our from whatever the email body, and it gets it gets all the informations required, and it gives and predictive analysis on that one. Okay, so let
So,
me bring the
so, so funny. This is where you deploy, right? AI Center is where you basically deploy the machine learning model, right? And then we will basically be using the model, and this is we'll be actually using the studio and robots to be able to consume it. And then at the end of the day, via AI Center, you're actually able to manage and improve the model as well. Yeah, that's right. Um, and yeah, besides that, you're as Fanny mentioned, besides this email classification that is out of the box that you're actually going to be retraining, you can bring in your own model as well, right? And yeah, you can bring it in. You can get a model that has been created by a third party. So this is the good thing about UiPath is you're actually able uh, to to actually like be able to play around with it and not just focus on what is available. And as Fanny will be showing you later in the email classification, he'll actually show you how the machine learning model is consumed. Once it has been deployed in UiPath AI Center, you're able to manage the machine learning model as well via the same platform, and you're actually able to get end-to-end visibility of the model use. You're able to create multiple data sets, packages, and pipelines, and you'll actually be able to see the different updated versions as well in just a very few clicks. And of course, you're able to keep track of what is the performance of that specific ML model. And Fanny will be showing that in the next few slides. And it doesn't end there. You actually deploy something, you're also able to retrain the model accordingly to be able to make sure that it can improve the more you use it. Fanny, are you able to talk? Do you want to talk about the infrastructure part of AI Center and UiPath Orchestrator?
Yes, yes. Let,
So,
sorry. Yes. So here is the thing. Like, if you go through this one, I was just viewing the other machine for the code, everything. Sorry for the interruption. So here, thing like, okay. So AI Center is a component where which is hosted on the orchestrator. Okay, and we will be having a option where we can deploy the ML packages. ML packages in the sense either they can be an customized one or the ones which are already provided by the UiPath. Okay, we will go through them once ahead. But before that, going to the architecture level. So what we'll do is initially, as I earlier conveyed you, that we will be getting all the information in an email, right? All the customer complaints in an email. We will we will be reading those emails, and then those emails using the ML package. What we do is we try to train that emails so that at the end, what we'll do is we need to find out what is the prediction, like if it is or the sentiment. We will be using the different kind of pipelines here, and we will be like what are the pipelines in the sense sentiment or the or the other email models, ML models, and we just try to figure out what is based upon the email and the subject, whether this is an analysis like predictive analysis, like whether the it is 92% what are the email subject which we
mm.
read is exactly to the point,
So
or
Fanny,
the sentiment in the sense based.
Fanny, so just to 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 put it in steps, what you were based on the screen. So what happens is when you deploy the machine learning model, right? Basically, you'll run pipelines, you'll do like some tests as well. So and then afterwards, after uh, you've created that pipeline and be able to do the training, it will be deployed into an ML skill, right? And this ML skill is actually going to be the one that is used by the robot to predict uh, the the outcomes of the requirement, right?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
yes, that's what the overall
Okay.
intention
Uh-huh.
is. Like, yeah, we can use an both attended bot or unattended bot. Attended bot is a scenario where, like, if there is required any kind of evaluation at the end. Suppose I read the email, now I got all the information. I got the prediction that it is 92% like, and sentiment analysis like it is normal one. Then if that just that kind of use case does not, or email does not require any kind of further evaluation. So straightforward, I'll go for attended bot and send out a email communication to the communication to the
Mm-hmm.
customer that this is the thing. Yeah, and these are the attributes which we have found out, and this is like we can further and it we can also automate like the actual kind of things which are looking out on the same in the further analysis.
Okay.
But in case of attended bot, what can we do is like it requires, if customer requires and further evaluation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then we will be integrating with the action center.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in the action center, that's a different GUI which is connected with the AI center. There, customer will have an option to either approve or reject the request
Okay.
based upon the action taken by the operation team on through the AI center.
And this is where the human in the loop comes in, right? So this is what
Yeah, human
whenever
in the loop.
someone talks about
Yes.
human in the loop, yeah, that is what they're basically talking about UiPath Action Center for the humans to actually be able to check what the robot has performed and then validate that and then provide the necessary input necessary. Yeah, that's right.
Right. Yes. Yes. That's what.
All right.
So yeah.
Do you want me to skip this slide or
For the time being, give me 2 minutes. I'm just preparing. Means I need to pull up the code here.
Mhm.
Can you please go through the slide
No worries.
for the time being?
No
Yeah,
problem.
yeah. Okay.
So
Thank you. Thank you.
basically, this slide is talks about like you a user being an RPA developer, and there are actually various numbers that you're able to see. This is basically the steps that you have to perform. Basically, you have an out of the box machine learning model package, or you're actually being able to upload it on AI Center. And what you're going to do is you're actually going to deploy a machine learning model in, into an ML skill. And then once this has been deployed, you're actually able to leverage the machine learning model via the UiPath Studio, and or the robots are actually able to consume this machine learning model. So either it's via the studio or via the robot, and then it will be and then the typical automation process or automation workflow would come in. So the robot will actually use the machine learning model skill to ask for predictions. The robot actually takes the model prediction accordingly, and then uh, and then if there are some issues or concerns with the prediction, maybe it doesn't pass the confidence score that it is minimally expected, then that is the time where the UiPath Action Center would come in for the user to actually validate. And once the humans or the users validate this accordingly, then the validation is sent back to the robot to execute, and then the robot is actually able to send they perform the necessary steps or actions that it required to actually complete the process. And retraining is available, so basically whatever updates the humans or the users actually perform, we're actually able to perform the training of the training to the existing data or the existing model to create a newer version of it. So when we're talking about machine learning models, there are a few things that you really have to consider, and this is actually the four pillars that we need to consider. Whether you're actually performing data cleansing, you're going to create like model training or leverage model training and evaluation. You deploy the model, and you may train and retrain the model to actually be able to improve it accordingly. Take note, whatever data when we're talking about machine learning and AI, whatever data that we actually put in, if we're putting in rubbish, then we're actually going to get rubbish. If we're putting in good data, uh, then we're actually going to get like probably the better results that we are looking for. Yeah, so we always also need to make sure that we are not biased in the data that we are actually providing, that the data set is distributed evenly, and you're actually when you're actually training the model, you need to separate the test data, the training data, as well as the test data as well. So yeah, this is in a nutshell. This is actually what or how we're going to use the machine learning models. And these are just some thoughts or some possibilities on how you're actually able to deploy the UiPath AI Center. As I've mentioned, you actually have it via UiPath Automation Cloud, which is basically a software as a service option that UiPath provides that is fully managed by UiPath. And what you just require here is basically an internet connection and a UiPath account with with the necessary licenses to use, which is AI units when you're training the model, and you should be able to leverage the capabilities accordingly. For those customers who are actually wanting to go on-prem, we have UiPath Automation Suite. And yeah, so Automation Suite is a containerized deployment model that you can leverage on. So it has you actually have an installer that is available that will allow you to choose pick and choose which UiPath product you wanted to install install. And yeah, it's a lot faster way of set up compared to the standalone AI center. So we also still have the standalone model that is available. However, the automation suite is actually a lot more easily updated, or a lot more updated by UiPath than the standalone model. So yes, it's the closest to the UiPath automation cloud. And Funny, are you back? Basically, Funny will actually be talking about a demo on email classification. So I'll just take a quick pause here. So Funny, are you there? I think you're speaking on mute.
Yes, yes, I'm back. Sorry for the interruption. So let me go share my screen here.
Okay, Funny.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, I'll just check the chat, see if there are some questions in the Q&A.
yeah,
Are you sharing your screen? Buddy? No, probably there's some technical. Funny is experiencing technical difficulties since this morning. Um. Yeah. So Rupa, I'm just starting to read your question. Yes. So you just started learning UiPath, and you're at the third phase of the 79-hour course. Is there a specific course for AI? How do we join this? Well, within UiPath specifically, there are actually available trainings with AI. It doesn't really talk much about like how you build your specific uh, like AI models in terms of the general AI things, but in terms of UiPath perspective, there's actually a learning path that you can leverage on. You can just look for specialized AI by the UiPath Academy, and then there's the learning path. You're actually going to be able to learn about generative AI and specialized AI accordingly. And yeah, so it's quite a full on course. So it's quite good. You're able to learn how to create the machine learning model via the UiPath AI Center. You're able to learn how to use document understanding, UiPath communications mining, and these are actually the core like AI components that UiPath leverages on when we're talking about like automation with the use of AIs within UiPath space. And of course, what's funny is tackling or talking about would be via the UiPath AI Center, where you can actually leverage different machine learning models. There's a lot of documentation within UiPath on that. So definitely, there's some uh, learning that you can get from it. So Rupa, the AI Center. So there's no UiPath. So UiPath AI Center is available via Automation Cloud. I think that's the easiest way to have access to it. I would suggest creating a UiPath Automation Cloud account, creating a trial account to be specific, and you're actually able to perform the necessary like training via that account accordingly.
yeah. I'm back now. Uh,
Thank you, Funny. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Sorry, there was delay here. Let me share my screen.
All right.
All right. So if you see my screen, uh,
Yes, we're able to see it.
yes. So this is a center here on the orchestrated level. I'm going through the things how we will be consuming.
Funny,
What is general example?
before that, just to ask, because Ruba was just asking how to have access to UiPath AI Center. Will you be able to show the home
Yes,
screen where we're
yes,
actually enabling an AI Center via the automation cloud?
yes.
Thank you.
So here is the thing, like once you have, because most of the things like a center is uses consumes a license part. So but it will be but this is available in the this like whatever the edition which you have, like community edition, because it's a free of thing, like where we can directly navigate and go through the a center here. Okay. So for the business units, like for the companies, like whenever they want to have this AI to adopt it, then they need to go and license, where it will be billable with respect to the companies on the cloud. So for now, like I'm taking the enterprise session where we have the AI center here. So what I did is I created a new project here. Okay, so I have as I mentioned earlier, I'm using an email classification as one of the use case. So I have deployed two packages here. Okay, so when we go through on the left side, we have all this kind of different tabs here, where you see that there is a dashboard. Okay, see, this dashboard is a primary thing where we whatever we see, whatever we do, all the operations will be auto populated here. So let me go through this one. This is a thing, like this is a data set. Okay, so inside a data set I'm creating a new data set. Okay, so data set in the sense, like it is the actual data where I initially expanded on that. We have a certain type of data where a bank receives or a customer's operation team receive that, and they need to do kind of manual operations on that one. So let me show that data now. So just a CSV file which I uploaded. So here is the data, like it's all privilege with respect to the bank, yeah, where this is all the emails data where bot fetches the data into a queue. So this is the sample data which every bank will receiving, and the operation team will take their heads daily on day to day on their daily life and just process these requests. So for processing this request, it takes a lot of human manual intervention, and also it may be erroring out. Sometimes it may be also the bank operations may can they not reach out to them in particular time to the customer. So these are all the things which we generally see in case of any customer banking section. Okay, let me go through this. So what I do is I just uh, take all the data into a data set, right? And what want to do is, using any of the ML model, I want to train this data so that I want to know the actual. There are certain parameters which we need to calculate. So those parameters, based upon those parameters, we need to evaluate what kind of information we need to again pass to the customer based upon the parameters level. So that's the prediction analysis, I mean to say. Okay, so let me go through this things that I had. So one is data set which we uploaded. That's fine. Go to the ML packages. So we have what we need to do is we need to have an ML package. We need to train the we need to pick up any one of the ML package based upon the data which we have. So if you have ML package, that means it's a Python code or it's a Python ML languages which we have, and based upon your use case, we can directly use them. Okay, so for this now, what is the ML models, ML packages which I used? And just let you know, these are the I have used here the email sentiment and email classification ML model. So these are the two models. Why I'm using these models? Because I am where I got these models. I'll let you know. So I have some of the packages which are already built by UiPath. Okay. So here are the things like which is these are the three packages which is built by UiPath. One is the thing, and there are some other open source models packages available. So these are the inbuilt ML packages which are available to train whatever the data which we have received. Okay, so it use case may be different thing, like in case of hospital, like there are many other casualty bills or everything where they need to read those bills, like what we did what if anyone has known about the document understanding, there are lot number of PDFs which we read, and we will just process them, and we will using some all the type of steps which we have and process to the end customer. So same thing happens here, like what we did, but in this case we will be using the ML packages. So for this, for making this thing simple, we are used language analysis as one of the ML model, out of which I use the English test classification. So what I need to do is I need to read that Excel, whatever the information. So this Excel data, like through a dispatcher, I'm just trying to read this Excel data and just transferring everything into queue. Okay, so I'll also show that one, but for now I'll just go through this one. So using the this package, using this ML package, I'm trying to use this one. I'm trying to train the Excel sheet which are there, and then so that I can get exact whatever the parameters required for me to analyze the data, to analyze the data. Okay, so let's me go to the pipelines. So why we create a pipeline in that? Nothing but the pipeline, just we use a create model. We use it under the pipeline. We'll be having the different type of pipeline types, whether it is a full pipeline type or the train run or the evaluation run. Okay, full pipeline run in the sense it is a combination of both train run and the evaluation run. If it is case of a train run, we are just training the model. That's it. We are not doing any kind of evaluation. If you are going to do evaluation also, evaluation in the sense at the end, whether if you are going for attended or unattended, if you are using an AI center or action center, and or if there is any human intervention required, so those kind of things will go for the evaluation run. So for now, for simple sake, I use only the train run as in my model. Okay, so this is the one. So what are the model I have taken? This is a model which I have created here. So this is a model. I have given the model name as email classification. Okay, so what I try to do is inside the pipelines, I will what I trying to I will train this model so that I can get the information, predict analysis, whatever required. Okay, once why train that model, it will tell you that this model has been trained and it shows a successful status. And in the ML skills, whatever the models which I consume, those will be available. Okay, so let me this is a ML skill, like which type of ML skill I am using. There are the because I'm using the email sentiment as one of the model. Two models I'm using here. One is the email sentiment and one is the normal classification model. Okay, so here what I do is I'll just go to the logs now. So these are all the things which I which we when I run the automation, like dispatcher or the performer, I have the segregated into dispatcher where it takes the data from the Excel which I have pushed and to a queue. And inside the performer, what it actually do is it is consume that ML model packages and just give me the analysis. So let me show you the what are the analysis which I take there. So let me go to the orchestrator now. So I have a queue which I created basically for this email classification. So just using a dispatcher, I pushed all the data. Okay. Initially, what I did is what are the emails which I get to my emails? What are the so bank loan requirement or bank? So like I read these emails and push into my orchestrator and put it in my orchestrator everything. So if I see here, if I see the transactions here, so these are the things which we generally see, like uh, what are all the transactions I put in the email. And after running the performer, I will also go to the performer after this session. Right. If you see here, I need to see the view details. Yeah. So here is the thing. So on the email, I just sent that I got an email from the customer. I'm the operations team, and I got a email from the customer that, hi, team, need a personal loan based upon my credit record. That's it. So what I need to do is using these ML models, whatever the ML models available, I have picked up two ML models. One is the email classification, my own ML model, like where I can just train the model, and one is the sentiment. So based upon that, I'll just this AI center automatically gives me these kind of predictions, means what are the final output. So it will tell me what is the confidence level. This is important factor. And it's if it is in case of customer sentiment, based upon the whatever the verbiage in the email body, it will just predict me it is a neutral one. And based if it is high sensitive, then it will take high. If it is if the information provided in the email body is very high, means it's a like it's a like a credit card is blocked, and those kind of scenarios like can be considered into high model. It means the AI center automatically identified those kind of models and give this predictive analysis. Okay, this analysis, this is sentiment confidence in the sense what are the email which is given by the customer. I'll try to analysis what type of confidence level based upon the verbiage they have given. So that's what, like I'm just taking the four factors here. So this tell me that this is a loan issue. And if it is another part, it will take whether it's a some particular type of issues, definitely it will tell. And just I am routed to the customer directly. Okay. So once whenever there is a confidence level of 92%, this is a 92% confidence. That means this emails can be there is no human intervention required. It goes unattended way, and just it goes to customer using an, because I just for the demo purpose I'm just giving this one, but there are some other things like in the email the AI center will automatically reply to them, to the customer directly, that yeah, this is a simple thing, like these are the things which you need to automatically do in order to unlock your account. Suppose if an account is locked, your user ID password account. So those kind of scenarios. So if it is like things like if the based upon the confidence, if the my confidence is less than 80% or 50%, so what can I do? So here it intervenes the human intervention, whether we need to to the action center. In the action center, I am provisioning like a tab to the customer directly where he can see, yeah, if they want to approve that based upon the suggestion we have given. So 50% is a thing. So we are going ahead. Suppose my loan issue is there, and suppose we will be the operation team will be automatically giving some kind of information to the customer that this is a solution for that one. So if the in case of if the confidence level is less than 50%, then if it is if human intervention is required, then only the customer involves, and they can either approve or reject the request on the action center itself. Okay, so this all the about the email classification tab. So mainly Action Center mainly used in the case of email classification. There was one more use case also which I need to bring out. Like suppose I received an email from another organization like audit company. Like okay, so there were some emails which should not be sent out to the outside customers. Like there may be some emails where they're having sensitive data, and this sensitive data should not be moved out from the company at any cost due to audit issues. Okay, so how they can be tackled? So using this AI center, what we will do is we will train some model to handle those kind of situations where I can those kind of sensitive information or those suspicion emails will automatically be rejected moving out of the org. So like this, like there are many other use cases also as well. uh, See, can you go to the slides now? So one more thing I see here is show you like how
Funny,
I,
are you able to? Are you also able to show how they're able to consume it in UiPath Studio?
yes, that's fine. The thing is I do not have time to prepare to bring it my code to the laptop.
Okay, no.
Yeah,
Ah, yeah,
uh,
because there was some issues with the laptop. It's all right. Let's proceed
yeah,
with the
yeah, because that
let's actually
slide is
proceed
having
with
the
the
yeah the slide is having
use cases.
the slide is having the screenshot where I can show them on the code level how can
Mm,
I use the ML, yeah, ML models, yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Let me share my screen again. Can
yes,
you
yes,
stop presenting and then I won't be because I'm not able to. So you need to stop presenting first. Thank
yes,
you.
yes, sure.
All right. Sharing my screen now. And mm, okay. All right. Let me know if this is the pages you wanted to show. Funny.
Yeah, let me see the screen. Yeah, can you go down a little bit on the slides? You can carry means you can walk through these use cases ahead. But before that, since we are in middle of demo, I can just show. Can you go through it? Yeah, can you go ahead again?
That's it. Funny.
Oh, sorry. Can you go up on this one, or else I need to bring the slides again. A little up, up. Can you go to up the code where it shows that we can consume the library ML libraries?
No, this slides doesn't have that funny.
Oh, okay. Let me pull out my slides here.
Anyway, while you're doing that, as Fanny mentioned, there are actually different ML models that you're actually able to leverage on, whether we're talking about image classification to determine like different types of images, whether like for example here you're seeing whether we need the bot to identify whether what object that is, uh, whether we're talking about named entity recognition to specify exactly the specific subjects, and if we need like semantic similarity model, we're actually able to do that as well. Uh, Real world email use cases, like a top US bank actually used to have like a lots of emails, and with the use of email AI, they actually saved a lot of time, and then the the team is actually able to focus more on the actual working on that email requirement rather than sorting and pre-filing a system to another, because once you've actually automated something or introduced like leverage email classification, as humans will be able to focus on actually responding to those email requirements. And if you did not use automation in the backend, but you're actually able to pass it to a streamlined automation as well. Another one is a financial service company leveraged email AI to actually extract income data from emails. So they've actually pre-trained models to actually get or go through the emails and be able to extract specific requirements or specific uh, text from that specific emails and so on. Um, Another key one would be these large investment management organizations that offers different financial products that are actually customers are actually just sending an email of what they wanted to procure. Email AI is actually able to extract information from emails accordingly and prioritize it based on business values and business requirements. A metal solutions provider actually leverages or used to actually um, have to spot RFQs to offer buy excess materials, but with the help of email AI, instead of just going through each of the emails and so on, they're able to separate it and classify the opportunities accordingly and not focus on the junk ones. So these are actually some of the email AI use cases that are actually quite common. Um, I just wanted to take a quick pause here, check if there are actually some questions while Fanny is actually uh, sorting things out at the back. Are there any questions so far? Seems there's none. Um, we have 6 minutes. Fanny, did you manage to?
Yes, yes. I managed to get the slide. Sorry for the delay. Let me bring the slide now. Let me share my screen.
Mike, so sorry. What is the question about? And are you referring to like when you say no mic active? Is it like when voice calls and so on? Or is that what you meant? Okay. Okay. No mic active on this in this call. Got it. Let's see. So I'm not sure why.
Right. So this is the actual process flow, which I can get you back on the track. Like, see, what we are referring here is I'm just this simple use case. What I did is I just read the emails from box and extract the email body and address, okay, and fetch those data and push it to orchestrator, okay. Then using the queue items, I am just what I do is I send the email using the ML skill, okay, and ML skill will classify the email whether it is a sentiment analysis, will classify the email based upon the analysis, like it is a parameters like sentiment or a conference. If sentiment is negative, yes. If it is sentiments is positive, that's fine, means like if it is sentiments analysis is prediction analysis is more than 90%, then it's directly route to the escalation department. If it is less than, then it will directly sends to the actual customers, and just it directly moves the emails to the actual customer department. So this is all a process flow within the AI center. Either what does dispatcher performs or the performer process the
Mhm.
same like a normal automation which we every developer do in their RPA use case.
Okay, that sounds good.
Right.
All right. Yeah, if that's a demo, I think yeah, we can leave the rest for some questions. I've received like two direct message questions uh on this. So funny. Uh, Recently UiPath have communications mining. What
Yes.
is what is the sorry? What is I'm just trying to rephrase it. What is the advantage of using communications mining over this, or why should I use AI Center if we have communications mining?
Right. So after the A center, like what happened is like since there is an human intervention required, and like customer need to involve and take this one. So what is more into communication mining in the sense they have introduced some more ML models in the backend, where in the where the communication appears automatically between the orchestra ML which you consume, and what are the packages which we train. So there's a intercommunication between those two things which happen, and this is the latest things which happen in the backend in the communication mining. Normal like AI center is a replica for a very large scale units, like large scale operations like banking units or something. A communication involves like a small firm where they can use communication mining instead of AI center in those scenarios.
Mm. Yeah, so to add on to that, when
So,
we talk about UiPath communications mining mainly, well, there are quite a number of use cases that we have. However, with AI centered, this is where you're actually able to bring in out of the box models, like for example, object detection and so on. Whereas with communications mining, you have different data sources that you can put, like for example, a ticketing system, like an email mailbox and so on. You're able to do the classification. You're also able to read sentiments. You're also able to extract named entities from that. But yeah, so if we're going to leverage other AI models, this is where we can leverage UiPath AI Center.
yep. So communication is on the top of the AI center in the sense, like it's also a higher version of the AI center, if I mean to say. Like
Hmm.
there are many other use cases also which is still to explore, like in case of any kind of business units, like how the complexity the use case is, it depends upon which option you take. That's
Mm,
it.
yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah,
Yep.
that sounds good. All right. I think we're about time. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining today's session. So, Fanny, do you have any closing remarks or closing note?
Yeah, nothing much. Like, yeah, it's based upon the your use case in your own organization, how they move to AI, or that's what the thing overall information which can be provided. So
Okay.
please reach out to me, or either him, or Shane, or any kind of further discussions on LinkedIn, so that we can our forms. We can just post what are the information required from starting AI center to how it delivers to actual end customer, or how the end business unit, how they are saving their time. It not only save the time, it also brings more of costing. Like it really helps us. Maybe the email classification we were told, it saves around $300 per week. That's what we have the same use case, real time use case in, in our old office. That's
Okay.
it.
That sounds good. Yeah, that's correct. All right. Again, thank you so much all for joining today's session. Fanny, thank you for joining me today and for showing us this lovely demo.
Yep.
Um, just wanted to highlight next week we have another event on UiPath Insights. So we'd love to have you there as well in that session. Have a good day ahead, and yeah, hope to see you again soon.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you,
Thanks for your
Fanny.
time. Thanks, Abe.